Just by using one very simple recycled material, my cucumber trellis ended up loaded with fruit like this. The method is not complicated at all. Let's get started right away. First, I reuse some small plastic containers that are no longer needed. I use a cutting tool to carefully remove the handle section like this. As for the mouth of the container, I keep it. You'll soon see what it is used for. Very simple, right? Next, I use a heated soldering tool to make many small holes all around the sides of the container so the plant can drain water more easily later on. The lower part and the bottom also need to be evenly perforated, so don't miss those parts. This is a very important step to help prevent waterlogging and allow the roots to grow more strongly. Next, I mix soil with rice husk and organic fertilizer. I mix everything thoroughly to create a loose and airy growing medium. Cucumbers really prefer well aerated soil, so I always pay close attention to this step. I also add some beneficial antifungal powder to help suppress harmful fungi in the soil while also supporting stronger roots and reducing the risk of root rot. After mixing everything well, I fill all of the prepared containers with this growing medium. And just like that, the planting pots are ready. The cucumber seedlings I started earlier from seeds saved from the previous season are now ready to be transplanted. I use a small shovel to dig a hole just large enough to place the root ball in. Then, I gently remove the plastic cup and place the seedling into its new home. From this point on, the plant will have more space to absorb nutrients and grow faster. After planting, I water gently around the base to provide moisture for the plant. Remember to water slowly, evenly, and in moderation, so the plant has time to adjust to its new environment. Today, the weather's a little windy, so let's see how my cucumber plants are doing now. It looks like they have adapted very well to these new containers. The leaves are bigger and greener, and the tendrils are growing much more vigorously than before. At this point, the next thing I need to do is set up a trellis for the plants to climb. Reuse dry bamboo stakes and secure them right at the mouth of each container. This method is quick, simple, and sturdy enough for the cucumbers to climb. After that, I use zip ties to fasten the bamboo frame together. Just tie them gently so the stems do not get damaged. After a little more time, the plants have clearly grown taller and become much stronger. Flowers are also beginning to appear on many branches. At this stage, bees, butterflies, and other insects will help pollinate the plants naturally. During this time, I continue watering every day to keep the growing medium evenly moist, helping the plants keep flowering and support better fruit development. And then, the moment I had been waiting for finally appeared. The first young cucumbers started setting heavily all along the vines. Each little fruit forms right behind the flower, slender, green, and firmly attached to the plant. Besides that, there are still many new flowers waiting to be pollinated. Seeing this really makes me feel that all of the effort was worth it. To support the plants during the fruiting stage, I also use eggshells. This is a very easy material to find, and it can gradually add calcium to the soil, help strengthen the plants, and contribute to better root development. When sprinkled around the base, dry crushed eggshells may also help reduce the presence of some soft-bodied pests such as slugs. Before using them, you should dry the eggshells completely, then crush or grind them so they can break down more easily in the soil. After that, I spread them around the base and cover them with a thin layer of soil. All done, now it's time to continue watering the plants gently. And finally, the most anticipated moment has arrived. The cucumbers are now straight, fresh, crisp, and ready to harvest. I can still see a little pollen left on many of the fruits, which looks very beautiful and makes them feel especially fresh. You should harvest in the early morning so the cucumbers stay crisp and juicy. The best time to harvest is usually when the fruits reach about 10 to 20 centimeters in length, depending on the variety, while the skin is still bright green, smooth, and firm, and the seeds inside are not yet mature. Now, let's continue harvesting these first cucumbers of the season together. Hello everyone. This is the result of the grapevine I grew after 210 days. The grape clusters are ripe, full, and so beautiful to look at, aren't they? First, I prepare a plastic container. This will be the growing space for my grapevine. I cut off the top part to create more room for planting. Next, I use a drill to make drainage holes at the bottom. This step is very important. Grapes do not like soggy soil. Their roots need good drainage and enough airflow to stay healthy. Now it is time to prepare the growing medium. I mix soil with vermicompost and blend them well until the mixture becomes loose, airy, and rich in nutrients. Then, I fill the container with the prepared mix. Next, I place the grape plant in the center of the container. Before planting, remember to remove the plastic bag around the root ball. This allows the roots to spread naturally without being restricted. Then I fill in the soil around the plant, making sure the root ball is fully covered and the vine stands firmly in place. After that, I water it thoroughly so the plant can settle in quickly after planting. Look at this. It started from a very small grape cutting, and now it has grown into a much stronger, healthier vine. Now it is time to build a trellis for the grapevine. I place bamboo stakes evenly around the container. Then I secure them firmly to the side. So the structure stays stable as the vine grows larger and begins to carry more fruit. At the top, I attach a circular frame made from a bent metal rod. This frame helps support the canopy and gives the grape cluster strong support later on. When the new shoots begin to grow longer, I gently tie them to the trellis to guide the vine in the right direction. Just tie them lightly, not too tight. The stems still need space to grow and room to breathe. Next, I add more organic fertilizer. This helps provide a steady supply of nutrients, keeps the grapevine healthy, and supports better fruit development. And now, something lovely begins to appear. Can you see those tiny grape clusters starting to form all over the vine? From this stage on, I take even more care of the plant. The weeds around the base also need to be removed early, so they do not compete with the grapevine for nutrients. Now, I add another layer of the mixture I prepared earlier, made of rice husk, charcoal, and vermicompost. This top layer helps keep the soil loose, improves root aeration, and supports the vine very well during fruit development. But remember, do not apply it too thickly, and do not place it too close to the base to avoid excess moisture around the stem. Can you see the difference? The grapes are now noticeably larger, more even in size, and developing beautifully. At this stage, I prune away some old leaves and any leaves that block sunlight from reaching the fruit. This helps the grape clusters receive more sunlight, improves airflow, reduces the risk of disease, and supports better coloring. I also spray a foliar fertilizer rich in potassium and phosphorus. This helps the grapes store more sugar, become firmer, and develop a more even, beautiful color. And this is the result. The grape clusters are plump, abundant, and growing very evenly. Before harvest, I stop watering for 3 to 5 days, depending on the grape variety and the weather. This helps reduce fruit cracking and allows the grapes to become sweeter before picking. And now, my grape clusters are ready to harvest. Look at them. Each grape is ripe, fresh, juicy, and absolutely delicious.